This is a Emergency Broadcast. Code Red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Podcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name's Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I got a little more time tonight.
Whoop, he's off mic, Aaron.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, there he is.
Hey, speak.
Uncle, you're talking.
You get your thing organized.
You know what the problem was, Uncle?
No, you better get it organized before I get talking.
The problem was I didn't turn the knob, literally. That was the issue.
You should get organized before I get on.
I thought I did.
No, you didn't.
Sorry about that, Uncle. I usually test you, and I didn't, and I was busy with other stuff, and I messed up. So leave it at that. You're loud and clear now, and I'm glad I caught it early, because you would have been this voice in the background. Oh, it's the Uncle Joe. It would have sucked. So we're live, we're loud, and this is Uncle the Podcast Broadcast. There you go.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
All right, this is what they said, and 357 episode. Well, I'm sorry to say tonight that it won't be with a caller. Won't be on tonight. But
we thought.
But we'll have him next week.
He'll be back.
He'll be back on the 358 episode.
So
next week.
My wife and our friend Frank we were planning to have them on the show to talk about our UAP sightings, our ongoing UAP sightings. But Frank is actually doing charity work, so he's busy with that. So we're going to hold that off till next week. So we're going to talk about all this next week. So that'll be something to look forward to. So it's just going to be business as usual on the Uncle Show, Uncle. We're live on Friday nights, every Friday, Ocelli.com. We take calls every week. You can call in. If you're listening right now, please do call in and join us. 319-527-5016. You can also use Skype. If you use Skype, you type a message to Chuck. He calls you. He's Charles Ocelli on Skype. Or call 319-527-5016. Uncle, it's great being live on Friday. It's great being on the Ocelli Radio Network. It's great live streaming. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch. We're on Rumble now. We're on Kick. We're on X. And
some of these things I don't even listen to. I only got, two things that I can listen to. But, of course, I don't listen to my own. But, like Chuck's I listen to. But I'm just saying other people's.
You're talking about the podcast you listen to.
The podcast, correct.
Yeah, okay.
And with all these that it's on, you guys in that crazy crack room should understand you got all those to listen to.
Right.
You got all that. So many choices.
I'm so shocked that you got it on Rumble, because I have trouble broadcasting live on Rumble. I was trying to do it, and that's a whole different demographic for your audience there. That's going to be brand new people over there on Rumble. I guarantee it.
So we're going to have new people to talk? Listen?
Yeah.
That's good then. You got something right then.
A couple of weeks.
I hope so.
Finally get some decent new people.
I hope so.
You're going to have to give it a couple of weeks, Uncle. And I guarantee...
I can understand that in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, it'll take a couple
them
weeks.
Roll into it to know what they're...
To know that we're even there, yeah.
3-4 shows. 3-4 shows. Somebody's going to figure out, okay, Uncle's on Friday. This Uncle's on Friday. Because here's the funny thing about Rumble. There's a bunch of guys with Uncle in their name. Now,
that's what what I heard.
Now, you might think it's bad because it's like, they're copying me and I was the first, and they're not going to be funny and I don't care. Okay, but calm down.
I'm the funny one. If the other people are their problems, fine. Let them have their problems.
But it doesn't matter.
But I'm the funny one.
But it doesn't matter. See, they're not going to figure out that you're funny unless Sidekick set it up so that you're in the comedy section. You got to watch that. He's got to be in the comedy section.
In the comedy section?
Well, I'm going to have to go in there on the settings and see what I can do. Yeah.
You hit it on the head there, Chuck.
But until he does.
Get working on that.
I'll keep working on the channel.
That's what I'm here to do, right? Help you guys say, hey, here's my suggestions, and you can tell me, hey, forget it. You're the producer. Shut up.
No. I can understand what you said.
But here's the thing about you
I had
being...
to jump on that myself.
Yeah, but here's the thing about you being uncle. Like, there's a guy on there like Uncle Fatso or something like that. He's just a fat guy who's an uncle to a bunch of kids. There's different guys on there. But here's the thing. You're going to get dragged up in the search because of all those uncles. Now, if you're in comedy, I promise you, there's only one other uncle comedy, and he ain't funny. So you got
yeah, that's what I thought.
There's an opening.
You got some work to do, sidekick.
Well, yeah, I'm doing it.
He's doing it. He got you on Rumble. That was step one. Yeah.
Yeah, so Rumble, actually, it was quite easy to do as well because, I use Restream.io, and that's how I am able to do – I use that in conjunction with the OBS is the software I use on my computer here to do all these graphics, and then it goes out via the Restream.io account we have, and that lets me do 5 different accounts all at the same time.
Yeah, see, I can't use Restream. That's the thing with me because I'm on PC, I'm not on Apple, so I can't use Restream. I can use OBS, but not Restream.
Oh. I see. Yeah, I love it.
What are you on there, Chuck? What is the one you're on?
Well, I'm on the cheap computer. You guys got the more expensive stuff. That's what it is.
I just didn't understand that.
Yeah, there's some pretty awesome stuff that just makes podcasting and live streaming and all this video sharing easy. Like I gotta say that's the one thing about all of this now is like the ease of setting all this up. And I've mentioned this before, I love the open source software that is OBS. I think it's amazing. I think it's pro level. I think the things you can do with it.
No, it sure is.
I'm impressed by it constantly. Yeah. And I'm surprised that people don't do more creative stuff because there's so much creative potential that I feel is untapped with it. Most people just set up these like generic streams that are just so boring. Everybody does the same thing. There's so much creative potential there that I've only barely even begun to tap into. I'd like to spend more time doing it, honestly.
Yeah. Pick your favorite TV show from any era, any time. Go ahead and enter it on one of those platforms and put the word review after it, and you're going to find 500 guys boring you to death about something you've already watched. And this is the nature of the beast. Right? I mean, well, TikTok is tremendous. It's different, especially since I spoke to Xi Jinping earlier. But, outside of that, and everybody's got their own reels and stuff like that. But I want to remind people one more time, 319-527-5016. That's the number to call in. Or I'm Charles.Ocelli on Skype. Let me know. I'm going to get everybody who bangs on the lines on here in about 3 minutes because I need 3 minutes to take care of something. But I'll be back, and welcome to Rumble, Uncle.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. I think Rumble's gonna be good, Uncle.
Let's try it out to see what comes up.
We will.
That's all I can say, to see what happens, and if that's the best out of the bunch that I have, let's roll with it.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, well, you know what? It's hard to gauge which one is the best. I would say, like, initially out of the gates, whenever we start a stream, Twitter X always has the most views on it initially. However, as time goes on, the stream exists. I found this with the Revolution that we kind of got equal amounts of videos on most platforms.
And every single one?
Well, more or less. Like the YouTube, the Twitch, the X, they all had about the same kind of view count, which was decent. So we did good. And then the Rumble thing, as Chuck said, like it's good for community building and whatnot. And then if we set it up right, it'll be good. So that's exciting. So that's all good. And I replaced the previous channel. I've replaced the Trovo.
What is that one?
We had this one. It's just another thing that's kind of like a ripoff of all the others like Twitch and Kick.
I don't even all these ones that you get, I don't even have on my phone.
I know.
I mean, it's only 2 actually I have on my phone.
Yes.
And all that rest that you got talking about, I do not have. I don't want to put them on it either. But I can only use like 2, if that.
There's a lot.
Maybe I replace one to put one on, but other than that, I'll just want 2.
Yeah, well, there's so many of these things. It's exciting. And the Trovo that I replaced, I scrapped the Trovo. It didn't work good at all. Our streams were being cut up into these like 2-second long videos for some reason. They're just like these string of them. I don't know what the heck it was doing. It wasn't even working.
Think of that. We got a caller. All right, caller, you're on the air with the Uncle Man. Hello.
Just give me 1 second here, people.
Oh, we got somebody over there on the line.
It's not Jimmy.
Greetings. I just got to shut off my other stream here.
Okay, good.
It isn't Jimmy. I'm surprised.
Was the other stream a Rumble stream there, Robin?
Let's get ready to rumble. No.
Oh, did you get the message?
I've been listening.
Oh, yeah. So you got the message. You'll be next week.
What's next? Oh, on Rumble next week.
No.
We're going to be talking about all the aliens.
All the aliens next week because
next week,
he's got something to do. Mm-hmm. He's got something to do.
Yeah, I'm pretty aliened out anyways these days.
Too much alien talk.
I'm because Ed's the one that wants to really talk about it.
Oh yeah, he loves
bunch. He's one.
I think it's just squirrels flying their little drones around. Squirrel. They're unidentified squirrel phenomenon.
This is a surprise. Yeah. You're the first caller. I'm surprised. Usually it's Jimmy.
Oh,
yeah.
Sometimes I'm the first.
No, but you would tonight.
This is one of those times.
Here's the thing, because I gotta wait till Chuck responds to my message. Where Jimmy, he can just call in directly. You see?
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't know how it works.
That's how the Skype system works.
Well, he can also obviously Chuck's still got to put Jimmy through, but he's got a more of a direct line as far as I can tell.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that's a little tip to would-be callers. Call that phone line. You get right on there. So
That's right.
The Skype does work.
Doing tonight?
We're well. Yeah, it's great to hear you, man. Glad to have you on here.
I was feeling under the weather at the Revolution there, but I'm back at it. I'm 100%.
You were ill, you mean? You
What's
feeling good? You weren't feeling good?
I had a cold and a bladder infection at the same time, so I was down and out for most of December, actually.
Oh, well, glad you're better.
I know you're going drinking.
No, I wasn't drinking.
I can tell you weren't drinking, and that was your problem.
Oh yeah. Right,
hey, I got some news. I got some. I had to tell you something. I went to a coffee shop, and I got this little glass, but it's my glass with a skull, and it has the name of the coffee shop in the back.
Okay.
What do you think of that, Robin?
What do you think about that one? But my sister says, don't put it in with those others. But it was like it's the design like the one I got him for.
So you went to a coffee shop and you got this glass cup, I guess, for coffee, but it's not a glass, and it looks like a skull.
Yeah.
So it's another skull mug. You got me the skull drink glass from Puerto Vallarta, which I love. Yeah, that's. I'm gonna keep using that for doing drinks on the show because it worked good for that. Yeah. But you got a skull mug from a kind of like a trendy sort of coffee shop downtown Riverside.
And I said you don't put them with the drop glasses because it's about that. I'd say would it say about that size?
It's a little bigger than a shot glass. It seems a little smaller than a large coffee mug to me.
Oh, it is.
Maybe it's like an espresso cup or something.
Yeah, well, and well, I'm gonna just use it for little drinks, I guess.
Yeah,
like maybe
for whatever you want.
Maybe for like testing the beers.
There you go. It's a reasonable portion, you're saying.
Yeah. It can take that and stuff like that.
That's good. Cool. Well, I did enjoy the rest of the Revolution. I went to bed early, but I caught the rest of it there, and
I did.
Good to hear the callers in and all that, and you guys hit all the right times there.
Oh yeah,
we celebrated New Year's as each one happened. Yeah, it was a fun time, and we were glad that Chuck was able to make it because he too, we know, was not well. So
how is he? I meant to ask how Chuck was feeling tonight, but
I'm in a lot better shape than I was a couple of weeks ago. I'm not 100%, but I was literally not able to do this for most of the time after Christmas even, but I pulled it together to get the Revolution done. And to tell you the truth, I didn't release the Revolution as a podcast because I was sick for so long, and I just said, you know what, let him grab it off of your regular feed, and this will be a weird one. I've got it, but I just didn't make the podcast for myself. I was just too messed up.
Well, that's understandable.
We forgive you, Chuck. We forgive you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
At least it's been done on our side. At least he did it on our side. Yeah, so it's in the...
We got it done live. And we got it done live, which is the most important thing because that's the experience on that night. And, but I hadn't done a show probably for 2 weeks before that even, my own show.
Oh, yeah.
It was rough. What can I do? Oh, yeah. But I'm on my way back. I'm probably about 40%. But, we'll get it done.
Right. Well.
Oh, my goodness.
Glad you're feeling better there, Chuck.
Yeah, me too. It was a little rough.
Gotta. Yeah, that's never fun being sick. I was feeling pretty crummy myself for a while there.
Well, I actually wound up at the hospital.
Hard to see the other side, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I wound up at the hospital, and, the doctors, I don't have a whole lot of faith in them anyway, and, I know I don't have the greatest medical technicians around me here where I live, but for God's sake, they're looking at me going, I don't know, everything looks normal. There seems to be nothing wrong with you. And, I haven't eaten.
You're throwing up and doing all that stuff.
Yeah, I haven't eaten in 3 weeks. I'm throwing up water, and, oh, by the way, everything hurts, but you're telling me it's all good, huh? Okay, keep trying. And they couldn't come up with an answer at all. Nothing. So
Jeez,
mystery
what
illness.
Kind of doctors you have?
Maybe you got to visit the old Eastern medicine or something like that.
You got to go. You got to come over to our side. Come to the west side. I got a great doctor that knows what he's doing. Matter of fact, I got him. He's got my doctor.
We have the same
doctor.
Practitioner now, yeah.
And he's got him to go to do blood work.
Yeah, but probably
we got him working on him.
See, that's the thing.
I find out everything wrong.
I had
find
blood
out
work.
What's wrong with him.
I had blood work. My blood work was almost like a textbook healthy guy blood work. So this was the problem.
That's surprising.
And then they go, well, maybe maybe you've become a diabetic. Maybe they test my sugar. No, perfect. I mean, like literally perfect. And then my blood pressure was only slightly elevated due to the fact that I was in pain. It's like
wonder if you're screwing with one of these parasites or something.
Well, that's what I was thinking. It's either that or, God knows what I was exposed to going to Dallas because there is a mixture of people there. And, quite honestly, I'm not on board with the vaccine.
That's all you got to say.
That's probably where you caught it.
Well, I think
Dallas.
I think that's part of it. I think because I'm not exposed to too many people too often, I got exposed to a lot of people at once, and then instead of getting hit with one thing, I think I got hit with a series of things that really put me down. Right around Christmas, I was done. And
did you eat any funky food?
No, that's the weird thing is that I had stopped eating even because it was pointless. It was going to come right out. So. No, I don't. I had no desire.
Well, it sounds like norovirus or something.
But that's the weird thing is they were testing for these different viruses. Well, there's this new bug. Maybe you have that. And here's the Q-tip up the nose even. I mean, the whole bit.
Ooh, yeah.
And I'm like, you're going to tell me I have COVID, aren't you? And no COVID.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, either way, it sounds like you're a little bit on the mend. So we'll keep that trajectory going. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we got the old Rocky video popping up here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, I seen it. That's it. That's him. That's Rocky.
Ducky.
Yeah, you got to get me with the face after Clubber Lang.
No, that's Chucky, the boxer here. Whoa, look at him. Wow.
There you go.
He looks better than the guy in the corner. If you can notice the difference.
There you go. Good graphic, isn't
it? Nice haircut.
Ivan Drago.
That's amazing.
That's right. Yeah. That's a
see the other guy. He's hair all over the place.
It's tremendous.
Tremendous. Yeah, I've got to say, Aaron, I'm enjoying your Trump impersonations earlier there.
Oh, good. I'm glad that came out decent.
That was fun.
Yeah. Well, he's our new leader.
One quick note with just to go government for 2 seconds. Is I don't know if you guys mentioned at all the fact that TikTok there's a huge percentage of people sharing like free Palestine type of content over the last year and a bit. And I don't know when this TikTok ban emerged or gained steam, but I kind of feel that has a factor in it.
I'm sure they don't like that.
We'll leave it at that. But just wanted to throw that out there, right?
Yeah, that's never desirable by the government, that sort of behavior. So it's just another thing to throw into the pile of the big mess that is all that. So, yeah.
I got a question, though, for Uncle. Should we let this phone call come in first?
Let's get the phone call, and you can come back with that answer.
Okay.
All right, they're on the call. They're talking to the Uncle Show. You're on air. Hello?
All right. It's me, James. I'm waiting.
Hey, Jimmy James.
I want to hear
What?
Yeah.
Did you hear
Tomorrow's the big day, Uncle. The Lions versus
the
Commanders.
The Commanders. Now, on that question, I think they'll whip them. Now, that's because they're home, too.
So.
There's, with all the noise and how they can handle that kind of stuff, it's going to be a rocket. But let's see, that game, I believe it might be Sunday. I know the first game is going to be the Chiefs game. Is the first game. I know that against Texas. I know that because I got it set up.
It's the first of the games.
Game of the playoff picture.
There's the 4 of them.
There's 4 of them. There's actually 8.
8? No, there's 8 teams playing 4 games.
Getting close to the stupid bowl, are we?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting close to it. We're getting close to it.
Coming up.
But I tell you something. I think my boys can handle Philly.
Philadelphia.
I'm telling you, I believe they can do it. That's my boys.
Who are they?
The Rams.
The Rams.
Oh,
okay. The Eagles.
Is that St. Louis?
To clarify,
the Rams are good.
No, that's Los Angeles.
It was St. Louis.
It was St. Louis.
To
but
quickly
it's Los Angeles now.
Swapped it up.
They swapped out.
I'm living in the past here, but
sorry,
I know you are.
To declare, just to straighten out the schedule dispute from earlier, NFL divisional round tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. Texans versus the Chiefs, and then at 8 p.m. These are Eastern times. Commanders Lions. So both games tomorrow.
They are the second half game then.
Yeah, they're
Jimmy, that settles it, Jimmy. It's the second game on Saturday.
Yes.
You got that? You better be flipping on your TV and listen. What are you laughing at, sidekick? You get a wild kicking over here.
Right, Sunday, just to round out the schedule.
What I heard, guys?
But what down?
The Rams gotta beat the Eagles. When's that going down?
Sunday, January 19th, 3 p.m. Eastern. And then it's followed at 6:30 p.m. Eastern with the Ravens Bills.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
That's all of them.
I got some
that's all of them right there. That's all of them.
Breaking news. Donald Trump.
No.
The only
posted on Truth Social.
The only problem is that
Jimmy.
What do you say?
I said Donald Trump. He posted on Truth Social. Next year's football season, 2 footballs on the field at once.
Nice.
How are they going to do that?
They're going to do it like they did in what is that? Uncle's favorite movie. What do you call it? Right? A Top Gun. Top Gun on the beach when they did the 2 footballs or 2 sides of offense and defense at the same time.
That's right.
There you go.
I remember that.
That's going to excite. That's going to bring some excitement to the game.
Yeah.
That'll be a good one.
They're also bringing in the Alaska fishmongers are going to finally make their debut.
What is this fishmonger? I got to hear that one. That one. They got the other thing going to happen in March, coming back.
Uncle, did you know they have Hell's Angels in Canada?
Oh, yeah. They just shut down.
I've had people from. I've heard of them. I've heard of them.
Gang. I'm just saying the biker gang, the all-American biker gang, is in Canada. You know, it has been for some years.
Well,
what the heck are they doing down there?
They shut down the city north of me, called Nanaimo, BC. The police seized their clubhouse, and they just sold it.
Oh, so that means they're not in anyone then.
Well, they're somewhere, but they aren't there.
They set up shop somewhere else. Trust me.
Yeah, they did the old civil forfeiture which is up in Canada here. I don't know if you guys have that, but
we have.
Police can seize your assets, and then you have to prove that you had paid for it with legal means. Otherwise, they keep it. You know.
No, you got tons of asset seizures in the U.S. Matter of fact, more than you.
They probably created it down there. I'm sure.
I don't know if we created it, but we definitely have it perfected here. So,
right.
You know, that's how cash keeps disappearing when they stop people too.
That only works in certain cities. Certain cities, you'd pull that crap around here, you'd have the lynch mob with freaking the lanterns and everything, pitchforks, marching to the county. Nah, that wouldn't happen here. That's one good thing. You gotta get out of them cities where you're one of hundreds of thousands or millions and all that. Yeah, it's a bad scene. Yeah. Hey, Uncle, but you realize that once the Rams beat the Eagles and the Lions beat the Commanders,
we're gonna meet you guys. I know. We're gonna meet you guys. I know that's what's gonna happen. I know that's gonna happen. But we're gonna find out if that happens. We're gonna find out who's got the better team, me or you. Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's
Jimmy.
assuming that does pan out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That if it pays out.
Yes, we'll see.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm. It's either that. Yeah.
I think it is going to pan out.
Very well.
Because Matthew Stafford.
He knows that full. Believe me, he knows that full team. He knows every single on that team.
The Eagles?
No.
Oh, the Lions.
The Lions.
Of course,
but then they have to first get.
Deal with the Eagles. Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
It's no small task, but I think they are up for it. Yeah, I think they can do it. I think that they definitely. I know they can beat the Eagles. I think that they probably will. I do think so.
I don't know what the point spread is. I don't want to know. I just hoping they're organizing to know what to do.
They've got their plan in order. They are. I mean, McVay's a good tactician. I know that they have a good game plan. They've been playing really good in the postseason. I think that they're in a good spot. The defense keeps getting better. The new guys keep getting better. They just started. They're all really good.
I think I got a better team in a standpoint of getting extra players. They got, let me tell you, since we're in this, they got extra players that if they need them, they'll use them. If they don't, they can trade them. They got so many that Sidekick was talking about this. This is what surprised me.
Right.
You know?
Now, is that the special team? See, they used to do that a lot. We had that going on a lot with the Lions when Stafford was there. That must be something to do with him, because our new coordinator, he ain't big on that.
No. There was a lot of new coordinators out there, if you noticed. Though talking about that in a minute, and they're all switching around to teams that are either in the playoffs or moved around for the other side. You know, so they got them all going crazy.
Yeah, no, they got to quit that. That's crazy. Trades should only be allowed to happen off season, don't you think? I mean, this is pretty crazy. Yeah. We got that Jamar Gibbs jump shipping and everything.
Yeah, I think you're right, because these things. All right, we're in the playoff pictures. Everybody's in. We got the 8 teams already in, connecting to these playoffs, and all of a sudden you got coordinators, going all over the place. How in the world is the defense or the offense going to figure out what to do? Wow. If you think about it that way.
Yeah, I don't know.
You see my point?
Yeah.
Jimmy understands it.
I get it.
And how do we know that they are going to go tell everything? Why wouldn't they tell everything in their new team?
And then they'll be going nuts. Yeah, here's the playbook. Read it. What the heck, you mean? We got a new guy here. This is what I don't understand. I do not understand that.
What, how it's legal to do that?
Yeah, legal to do that in the middle of a playoff picture that I'm trying to get to the Super Bowl with, and you got all this to worry about.
It's all part of the strategy. A good team will strategize and do that sort of thing. It's like,
I hope that all the teams that are in now have the same problem.
Oh.
So all of them have that same problem, Sidekick.
Oh, yeah?
They all have the same problem.
Ooh.
The Buffalo Bills, they got a new guy.
Oh.
Correct?
Okay.
And, well, let's see. Detroit, they have a new guy.
Okay.
And, I don't know. The Rams, they have a new fella, a defensive new player. That just
a new player or a coordinator?
Coordinator, I mean.
Okay.
Is what's his name?
Ben
Johnson. And who's the other one?
I can't.
Texas. Another new defense.
Okay, Houston. Yeah.
And then the only one I believe that don't have a new gun, I think, is the Chiefs. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Is that true, Chuck? I mean, Jimmy?
Yeah, I think that's true. And the Chiefs are kind of banged up.
Yeah, they're banged up.
But we went out 6 new guys.
Yeah, right. And that's one thing we know what to do if you got these new coordinators going all over the place. That's what bothers me. Wait a second.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't like it. That Ben Johnson getting taken away, I don't like that at all. That should have to wait.
Yeah, after the season is over, please. Why, here we are trying to watch a playoff game, and you got all this confusion going on. And really, this is what I'm talking about.
You're talking about. You are talking, yes.
Yeah. So this is what's the problem is with these playoff pictures. I mean, the players are ready to play.
Uncle, it looks like you're playing the keyboard over here.
Yeah, I know. I have to do some more with my hands. Understand? Because when I get excited, I do this.
Looks like Elton John over here playing Yellow Brick Road.
Yes, because I get excited and I start talking. This is how I get going. You keep pushing me back and not doing it on that table.
Am I holding you back, keeping you down?
And this is how I do these things when I start talking.
Okay, I see that.
Jeez.
Tickle them ivories, Uncle.
Got a listener's sidekick can't understand how I operate. Well,
it's all part of the podcast experience here.
Hold on there, Jimmy. I wanted to. I wanted to.
Did you guys listen to that podcast yet with Grossi, the funny guy, on YouTube?
Oh yeah. Have you checked that show out that he recommended, the football one, Uncle?
Not yet.
Yeah, we need to.
I haven't yet. No, but I'll get to it. So I don't know how, but I'll get to it. But I was saying, Northern man. Hold on a minute, Chuck. I mean, Jimmy. Northern man. You said you had something to talk about. Hello?
Is Northern Man still there?
Robin, you're up.
Robin.
Uh-oh.
Robin?
Maybe Robin's not there. I'm not sure. I'm getting worried. Let's see here.
Where's Robin? There's a lesson you want to tell me.
He's still on the call.
I'm here.
He's still on the call.
Okay, Northern Man is here.
Okay, now you said you wanted to say something.
Making spaghetti sauce here, so that's what's going on.
Uh-oh.
He heard us talk about the old pigskin, and he went running.
Yeah, I had to vacate I get to vacate when football talk starts.
I was talking about you wanted to say something.
Yeah, well, I was just wondering if you guys have heard from Big Gerald Sanders in a while.
Oh, him? Oh, for Pete's sakes, please.
Yeah.
No.
Please?
Yeah, I don't want that thing pat near me. Well, that's another whole story about him finding a damn restaurant. I'm trying to find shrimp. Oh boy, we go through that again.
Well, let's talk about this instead then. What kind of sandwiches have you been making lately?
I have been making some. What were they, Psychic? Let's try.
What?
You're always making some. I actually, on that topic, I'll mention that I've been making a culinary delight in that we have these tree shrubs out here called Arbutus marina, used as a popular landscape plant in Southern California. They actually grow this fruit that looks like something that only a bird should be eating, but it's actually edible, and it tastes pretty good. They call them fairy berries. They call them something or other, strawberries too.
I think we have those up here too.
Yeah, it's kind of like a tree with this red peeling bark, and then
smooth skin.
Yeah, and then it's got those sort of orange and red sort of weird ball fruit things.
Yeah, we have. I don't know if it's the same genus or whatever, but we have a similar one up here on the coast.
Okay.
In Victoria. We'll send you a picture.
You can eat the fruit.
You're eating the berries? Is that what you're saying?
Well, not only am I eating the berries, but I'm making peanut butter and fairy berry sandwiches. I'm putting those things on peanut butter. Yeah, and it's quite good.
Oh, no, now we got another guy doing some food fixing here.
This isn't up to your...
I want to see a video of that.
Yeah, well, pop it on. You got that?
I thought about making like one of those YouTube shorts where it's like, real quick and it's like vertical video because of the camera phone. So here's your vertical video and like, here, I made this sandwich. It's healthy. It's superfood. Make this.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're going to call.
Hold on. We got to get the call here.
Gotta take it.
I'm on the air. You're talking to the Uncle Show. And who's on this air? And you're on the air. Hello?
Well, men, this is Ed up in the Northwest, and
I knew he'd be showing up.
I've got to express some disappointment with Frank. I mean, you guys have a UFO national emergency going on down there, and he's off feeding the poor or looking after hospice patients or some damn charity work.
Channel. It's the Fido channel. He'll be on next week.
He's feeding firefighters, fighting.
Firefighters. Well, that is serious. This Frank guy. This Frank guy.
Okay, I just think that, with a national emergency like the UFO invasion you've got going down there, maybe that stuff should be set aside. Has anybody even contacted the United States Space Force about this?
No. Emergency, Uncle. Emergency.
Who would know this guy would be on? I knew this guy would come on the show.
Yeah.
One other time he was
we have a Space Force now. What are they doing? What is the Space Force doing about this? Trump
don't know a thing about
the Space Force into action when he was in president last time. What are they doing about this space invasion we got going on?
This government that, sorry to say.
Worry not, Eddie. It's all good side, Monday.
Sorry, on his side for a moment.
My government.
This is nothing they do not understand that because this is a completely different operation talk about. You understand, Ed?
Well, yeah.
It's
our tax dollars are going to the United States Space Force, and I don't see the Space Force mobilizing in any way concerning this issue.
What's the Space Force?
It's a great question. It's a great question, Ed.
I don't know.
Yeah, this would seem to be their...
I don't know why the media is not asking this question. Nobody's asking this question. What is the Space Force for, if not for this?
They're hushing it up. They're hushing it up. These people, these government people, they're not, because they don't know what to say.
Graduated.
Graduated.
The first class of, you gotta remember, Ed, Ed, space cadet school takes 4 years, so the first space cadets are just now graduating.
Yeah, well, they better get it together, man, because this is an imminent emergency. This isn't just some Chinese balloons. This is orbs and drones and stuff here. This is serious, man. We've got a space force. They need to get on it.
Oh, for these
things are
for Pete's sake.
What does the Space Force drive? Do they have ships or anything yet? I mean,
I don't know what they've got, but we do have an official Space Force, and I want to see them moving into action when we've got all this stuff going on in space around us that we don't know what's going on.
No,
what the hell is going on here, man?
You'll find out all of that next week. Okay, Ed?
We will cover it.
We'll cover it next week.
Wait a week.
Next week we'll cover all that, Ed. So we'll figure out those problems you're saying. We'll do it all next week.
Here, if they haven't sent some, they might have destroyed us with a big death beam or something by next week. If we don't, hopefully we're even still here to.
These people are friendly. They're not gonna come down actually to his show near anytime soon. It's they are trying to
I think I got a theory.
Something.
What's your theory, Robin?
What is it?
I think the aliens killed David Lynch.
Oh man.
Well, did they kill Bob Euchre too?
Not to be a bummer, probably.
Well, I'm telling you, this is something new. This is all something new, people. This stuff is something new. We saw these things flying in the air. We saw these things flying in the air in my backyard. We go outside, we see one of those things flying on the air. Definitely one of those things.
Yeah, we're seeing them. There's no doubt. We're definitely seeing them.
They are here.
Just a matter of what it is. That's
it sure seems like it's not much of a priority for any of the authorities, though. They don't seem to be concerned about it. What the hell are you making of that?
Authorities, they don't know anything about space travel. They don't know anything about space travel. It's like that. These people are like that, but they're not even near like that for like Space Channel. So the government are dingbats. They don't want to hear. They see it, they hear about it, but they will not say nothing about it. You see, Ed?
Yeah, I find it troubling. Very troubling.
Why is that troubling? That's something to understand.
They don't know what they're doing, so they're not doing
it. We pay for all this stuff out of our so-called tax dollars, go for things like this Space Force, but they're not doing diddly to save us from these things.
What are we paying? What are we paying them? We're not paying them. We're just looking at these guys. We're not paying them. Paying those government people.
The Space Force is part of our military, Uncle. It's a part of our military armed forces is the Space Force now. And it seems like
$1 trillion budget
on top of.
I didn't know we'd be talking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
People. So I didn't know we were going to talk
about Force involved in this. Really troubling.
You're going to find all that out next week. Go right, Chuck. I mean, Jimmy.
Yeah. Next
week.
I
hope we hear from Frank, because I suspect that Frank knows better than the government does what's going on.
Next week, we'll have that information for you. So for listening next week.
Detailed. In great detail.
I don't even understand. He's got the story. I'm going to say.
Are you guys having a special guest or what?
Well, what we're going to do is.
Frank is supposed to come on.
Yes, Frank is coming on.
He'll be on next week. He'll be on next week because he has. This is the guy. This is the guy that's doing. This is the guy that's started looking at these aliens coming. That got Mrs. Sidekick excited. So them two are getting together, and they started looking at all this stuff. You see, that's what the part
is. One of your neighbors or something?
Yes, it's a neighbor and friend,
friend.
It's actually an old coworker of my wife.
Yeah,
I guess he's been seeing UAP for a number of years, and then that somehow dovetails into the recent sightings that we all have been seeing, like my wife, myself, uncle to a lesser extent.
Yeah,
these things have been out. They've been out all year. Basically, the new year came and we've been seeing them every night. They're always out here. They're in the same spots too, typically. So they're there.
And they're not planes,
the best.
I don't know what they are.
The best time to see them is when the planes are grounded. They cannot fly.
Yeah, well,
for example, I know when the flyers went out, when the flyers were going,
they were out in force.
They were out in force, like he said.
They were
all over the place.
A lot. Yeah.
So those might just be.
And that was the time. And that was the time to look at them.
It was a good time for that. Yeah.
Ed, that was a good time to look at them.
It was.
It was.
Well, I sure hope that when Trump gets in there, that he's going to do something, because I mean, last time he was in, he declared a national emergency over, a flu virus. So maybe he'll announce another national emergency.
He didn't know how to
over
do
this alien invasion situation, and we can get some action going. I don't know. We can only hope.
He's going to take care of all the aliens from Mexico. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, I got to tell you, we don't have any UAPs up in Victoria here. They don't come here.
Dang, you're missing out. Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
I haven't seen nothing.
The place where they've been hanging out more.
They just didn't realize it's populated yet, Robin.
Is your area there? New Jersey.
Yeah, they started there.
They started there.
Oh, no, they're still there. Tons of them. Tons of them still there.
They are.
They're still there.
Just no news coverage.
No news coverage. They don't want to do anything with the news. They want to hush. See them, and don't talk about them. That's what it is. Go ahead. Who's that?
I wonder if the East Coast UFOs and the West Coast UFOs are working together, or are they rivals or something? Like the old rap rivals, East West or whatever.
You know what I think it is, Eddie?
I mean, they could go to war. They could go to war with each other over. What's that?
I think it's the gray squirrels versus the red squirrels.
They're just waiting for Monday to meet Trump.
Oh,
when he's
really?
back in the White House.
Is that what you got going up in Canada? Is that who's at war up there? Those red squirrels are fiery. They'll kick the gray squirrels' asses, even though they're bigger.
Well, they've in my town, the gray squirrels are city dwellers, and they've chased all the little red squirrels out into the woods. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've only seen
the red squirrels are a fiery bunch, though. Very territorial.
They're redheads, after all. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're cute as all get up.
They're like close cousins to the Douglas squirrels I have here, and they're very territorial. My Douglas squirrels, more often than not, chase the much larger eastern gray squirrels away, because they're just like little balls of energy, and they're very territorial, and they're just they don't tolerate the gray squirrels very well.
You're kind of in a rural area, though. Eh?
Oh, I am. Yeah. They don't. The little. You won't find the Douglas squirrels in the cities. They stay to the coniferous forests on the coast. So, but they're ferociously territorial over their area. So, yeah.
My distance next time I see one.
Hey, Chuck, I did hear something about some stuff being found.
Say again, Jimmy?
Is it? Can you guys hear me good or what?
Hey, Jimmy, what's up? What's up, Jimmy?
What's up?
There's like a delay, and we get talk over each other sometime or something, so I didn't catch what you said.
Oh, yeah. I was just wondering, because this is a new phone, and it don't seem to work much better than my old phone.
No, you sound good.
It breaks up, and it has that effect of transferring one-way sound. So when you get overwhelmed by a sound coming through your speaker, it cuts off your mic. That's what's happening with that new phone. I can hear it.
Oh.
Yeah, it works kind of like a Skype does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Chuck's the producer.
Yeah, your old one was sounding good for a while there.
You get what they call a duplexing effect, and it only goes one way.
What company?
I don't know what you guys said.
Something to say, but what?
Well,
what were we talking about?
Well, listen. We're getting toward the end of the show, so what we need to do is shout outs. We need to do shout outs.
The show, and we'll have a good conversation. I'm getting excited here. When I get oling, I forget about the time.
Well,
and here we go crazy with this Ed on the phone and this other guy talking and everybody else yapping.
Well,
this is crazy.
Put the Casio down for now, Uncle. Let's do shout outs, and who do we get first?
Northern Man.
Northern Man was first?
Yeah.
Okay, we better go to Northern Man with a shout out.
Shout out. You're first.
Let's see. We'll throw a shout out to the red squirrel. I hope I see one this year when I go to the woods.
Cool.
Nice. Okay. Well, thank you for calling, Robin. Great to have you as always, man. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, take it easy, guys.
All right, see you. There goes Robin. And then who was the next caller?
Ed.
No, it was
no,
it was Jimmy.
Wasn't
no, Jimmy was next.
Jimmy next. Jimmy
next on the list. Shout out.
All right. Shout out to the world and to President Biden. This will be the last time I call him when he's president. Oh, he's one of them figures. Transformational. What else we got? Oh, I was sad to learn on this very broadcast that Bob Eubanks passed. That sucks. So shout out to Mr. Baseball. Shout out to the effect. Shout out to you guys. Peace.
He was a Dutch
See you, Jimmy.
announcer too, wasn't he?
Bob Uecker. For years, he was a baseball announcer. Long time.
Yeah, no, he was with the Dodgers, though. He was with the Dodger Radio Network.
I'm confused because I keep remembering him with the Cleveland Indians because of the movie.
Uncle Bob Uecker.
Yeah.
No, not Uecker. He was with the Dodgers. No, I heard his voice.
All right, I'll check out Uecker right now.
No.
Yes.
Uecker was the voice of the Milwaukee Brewers.
No.
Okay, well,
I disagree.
You're thinking
Dodgers.
You're thinking Vin Scully. He was the great voice of the Dodgers. He passed a couple of years ago.
Oh, man, look at this guy knows his baseball.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I was thinking argument might be misplaced there. But anyway, okay. Ed is the next one to give a shout out. Okay, so we got you, Ed. Who you want to shout out to?
Well, I want to. I know you guys are all excited about the big Monday event of the inauguration, but more importantly, the day after, Tuesday, the 21st of January, is National Squirrel Appreciation Day. So let's just shout out to all the squirrel nations around the world and Bob Uecker, man. Bob Uecker was a great baseball guy and
play-by-play announcer,
hilariously funny guy. And,
yes, play-by-play announcer for the Milwaukee Brewers for 54 seasons. Just so you know.
Oh, he was with them.
Yeah.
And he was also a former professional catcher in baseball.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Interesting.
There you go.
And a little bit of trivia, he was a 200 lifetime hitter, but he could hit the hell out of Sandy Koufax for some reason. He owned Sandy Koufax, but he wasn't a very good hitter otherwise.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
I didn't know that those were two different names.
Right. Well,
I was a little confused.
It's confusing. But yes, thank you, Ed, for calling. Great to have you, man, as always. We'll talk to you soon.
You bet. And I look forward to next week. We'll get some answers. We'll get some.
You'll get some answers. We'll get some answers from him.
The truth is out there.
The one that knows about it all.
Oh,
you will talk next week.
He knows it all, man. We're really building up Frank. I hope we're not. But he'll be good. He's going to be a good day.
That's going to be a listen show to me.
Yes.
I won't even speak unless I want for.
It's going to be fun.
But other than that.
We'll talk a bit more, my wife and I, about what we've seen too. And like I said, they've been out there. They're out there every night. So take that for what it is. I don't know what it is. I just know it's staying there, whatever that means. But we'll cover that next week. Yeah. Uncle, I'm going to shout out. Gosh, I didn't even know who I wanted to shout out to. I'll shout out to anybody who might be listening on our new channel, Rumble, at Uncle Podcast on Rumble. So there you go. Thank you. Uncle, who you got? Shout out.
Shout out to my regulars and the ones that out of the country. Whoever if you've been listening, I'm shout out to you all. Of course, Chuck was busy. I know. And everybody else, and how about shout out to the fella next week that'll be coming on next week on the show.
Yes. Yeah, and I think this weekend, don't look for any live streams with the VHS or the games. I don't think we're going to have time for that, just so everybody knows. It's going to be a busy weekend, but we'll have more of them coming up.
That's right. He has
it's going to be busy.
Soccer games and stuff. He had
out of the house.
In fact, he's going to be the first zebra
I can't wait.
doing the soccer thing.
Yep.
Just to answer Uncle's question, Germany, Canada, and the UK. You got 2 in Canada, 1 in Germany who's been on there for hours, and 2 in the UK tonight.
Oh, that's very exciting. Okay, so we have a good international show. But yes, we're at Uncle Podcast on all those channels, the YouTube, the Twitch, the X, the Kick, all that stuff. UncleThePodcast.com, live on the Chili Radio Network every Friday. Thank you for being here, everybody. Uncle, take us home for the week.
357 in the books. Bye-bye.